Hello, my friends. Michael Yusuf here, and I'm delighted on behalf of all of the team on Kingdom Sat to bring you this word of encouragement. And today, I'm going to speak to that person who says, God has a call on the life of all the great, famous preachers and teachers, not on me, not a call my life. Yes, He does. Listen carefully, because this is a word for you. See, God has a special calling on each one of His children. He has a calling on your life, wherever you are. But our response to His calling will determine whether we will be courageous followers or rebellious children. I ran away from God's calling upon my life several times, but God so lovingly brought me back. Often we resist God's calling because we are afraid of what He might make us do. But God is infinitely loving, infinitely wise, and infinitely sovereign. Now, as I look back and see how His plan is the best possible plan for me, His calling on our lives does not mean we are doomed to a lifestyle that we loathe. No. Rather, it is a calling to experience the fullness of life, a life of complete joy as we trust and obey Jesus Christ. The work God has given you to do, He has prepared just for you, no one else. He tells us in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." He also says in Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." So before you were born, God already had a unique plan for your life. A plan to know and serve and glorify Him. You might be asking, "Well, Michael, how can I know that God's plan is for my life? What if I'm getting it wrong?" Many years ago, I said to the Lord, "Wherever you take me, wherever you call me to do," and God did the rest. So whatever you do, you must trust in His timing. Often it is different from ours. I know that. But don't stop there. As God reveals His plan to you, obey it. As He unfolds it, follow it. Your trusting obedience to the Lord often is your greatest witnessing tool. I pray that God will use these words to encourage you. God bless.